Good evening, Zelda 1 Rando fans. Welcome to day 2 of the All Boards No Swords Redux Tournament. We've got FurySK versus Shatty in a Week 1 slobber knocker. Adaginos, I'm joined tonight by CD Improv. How you doing?
I'm good. I somehow feel like this should have been like a semifinals match, so maybe we're just getting a preview of what is to come.
Man, we got some real bangers in Week 1. The 0-1 bracket is going to be tough, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe we've got the Ethereal Saver matchup. We already had the Scytown and Homer J Smash matchup. This is just going to be one heck of a loaded first round. And we can't forget tomorrow night, we've got Captain Green 7 going against Antlers for the 3rd time this year in a tournament.
Yeah, it's like the 37th time overall. It's pretty crazy. It's like those guys have magnets.
Sorry, I'm just getting ready to let our runners loose on the world.
Let's go. I predict Wizrobes and 3 deaths in the first 5 minutes.
I predict a red candle we might actually be able to find.
Nah, I don't roll seeds like that.
Well, we could at least put it behind. How about a bow blocked recorder somewhere in level 8?
All right, I'm okay with that.
I mean, that seems like the appropriate level of mean for a reusable weapon.
Left molas. Yes, those are the best, especially when you get 4 or 5 of them in a row.
Yeah, see, now here's my question for Eat My Steel. One buying 3 Darknet rooms, is that 3 individual rooms full of Darknets or just 1?
3 shutter room doors of blue Darknuts to get to it.
Can we make one of them a Chevy room?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like bombing Darknets in a Chevy room?
Pretty decent central start.
Yeah, this isn't terrible. We got a couple of different directions to go. And Shatty is actually choosing to head down towards the Wood Sword Cave in Vanilla, because there's 2 open caves down there.
Looks like we have Darknuts on the overworld.
Fury's gonna find some early any roads.
Yeah, and there goes our recorder spot.
Oh, darn. It's okay. We'll just make it the raft instead.
Sounds like a good deal to me. We also got rid of one of our Armos. 2 of our... Well, I guess that's not 2 Armos locations, but we got rid of one of them. Those any roads are not great.
Yeah, I mean, it does give us kind of a little bit of Death Mountain access, but we could get that with screen scrolling, so it's kind of like a D.
Interesting to note that Fury is bypassing open caves here in lieu of going to the Armos. And there's a red candle.
Wow, it exists! Yeah, it exists, and we found it within the first minute of the game. I feel like we should re-roll or something.
Was that blue ring key meat at the blue ring shop? Like, is this even randomized?
We got a medium secret of 39, which isn't terrible. It's actually really nice for money. I can make up for a really small large secret or an even tinier small secret.
Yeah, generally when the medium secret rolls that high, it's you're good to go no matter what.
Right, now, I think if you're Shatty, right now you are just hoping that somehow you manage to luck into several Take Any Heart caves in a row.
There's number 1!
Woohoo! Oh,
that's unfortunate. What a terrible screen to die on.
I mean, that is how it earned its name, though.
It's true. I have to say, I love his sprites, but they're a little confusing.
Yeah, see, I gotta actually look at some of them. I watch Shatty's channel, so I don't, like, it doesn't really faze me, but half the time I'm going, wait, is that still a bunny, or is that an Octorok?
Heart number 1?
Well, there we go. Though I don't know that Fury actually saw where the red candle was.
No. And if he doesn't take a death, it's one of those things where it may be a while till he gets over there.
Well, I mean, if you're prioritizing open caves at all, once you finish up and figure out what the Armos item is, then it would make perfect sense to kind of route that back in.
Well, it's going to be on our last Armos here, so we'll get to see soon enough. I want to say it's a boomerang.
See, I was going to say a heart, but... Oh, it's a boomerang! Good job! Now, see, sadly, in this format, when you're playing swordless, and there are Lionels on the overworld, the boomerang early is a really nice thing, because you can actually stun some of these guys to be able to get past them, and you can get lucky and maybe one of your bomb droppers rolled down.
Yeah, I definitely like the boomerang in this particular set of flags.
And big thanks to Kairos for filling in the fact that our runners started with the Triforces from 5, 6, and 7. In this tournament, they are starting with 3 Triforces from random levels. Doesn't mean we don't have to go into those levels looking for the necessary items, though.
Yeah, in addition, this is swordless, so the wand is required, just because we have to kill Ganon. Ganon has been made weak to the wand, and important items can be in level 9. So the wand could be in level 9, or you could have, you know, the bow that's required to go get the wand outside of 9. There's a lot of chain reactions that can happen, so it's pretty fun. Also, the red candle has been forced to the white sword cave. So, at least for the Swiss round, so that is usually available to runners, unless, you know, it rolls underneath something that is locked in 9.
Oh, look,
it's
we have a
4.
red candle! We actually got a candle!
Free seed.
Wow, we gotta re-roll this or something. We need to just have, like, a power outage and be like, sorry guys, this was too nice. We just can't let you keep it.
That's alright, there's plenty more that control people. We still have Wizrobes in the dungeons, so there's plenty to go here.
Well, that is true, because we have Dark Nuts and Lionels on the overworld, so that should be entertaining.
And Pulse Voice, so, you know, you can always have to deal with all of that jazz.
Oh, sadly, Shatty is... Well, this actually could work out good for Shatty. He's going to get 4 hearts. He might go back and check the red candle. But he does manage to pick up his boomerang before the Armos statue murders him.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be good for him because, you know, you're back here, you've got the hearts. It's hard to say no to a check, even if it's only 33%. If you get it, you don't have to find your wood sword cave anymore, and your exploration ability, as well as your ability to get some bombs, is done for you.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go ahead and screen scroll across the river here.
Hey, speaking of bombs, 15's not bad.
And here we go. Shatty's also going to pick up his red candle. So I think this is the first race so far, maybe this year, where both of our runners have had the red candle in under 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because even though it is in the White Sword Cave, 1, you have to find it, and 2, we've seen several times where it's rolled up to 6, so you got to find those 3 hearts first. So yeah, this should make this seed, in theory, pretty quick.
And then everybody will want you to roll seeds for them.
Not apparently Dave, ever. He was very adamant about me never rolling a seed for him again.
Spoilers! How can you complain about a seed where you can actually get to the bow and the wand? Like, before you get to level 9. Yeah, like,
yeah.
This doesn't make sense to me, but it's okay.
You know, it's alright. 108's apparently not fast enough. It's okay.
Shatty's gonna go ahead and pick up a bomb pack while he's down here. This is a good thing. He's gonna also be able to find level 6 when he gets to this bottom corner.
Yeah, it's definitely worth buying that bomb pack just because you don't know if you're going to get a global. And with you going to this bottom corner, you definitely don't want to leave that bomb cave for later because it's just way too far out of the way.
Yeah,
and this level 6 is super nice. You know, Wallmasters die to a boomerang. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so we might actually want to dig shape 6. Why do I feel weird saying that?
Well, and it's even more weird, right? Because we have the Triforce. So it's kind of one of those things, I think it's just really out of the way, so you do it now instead of try to come back later.
Oh, that was a Wizrobe, and in Fury's either found a transport or the item. Looks like...
Oh my gosh!
Reroll! Reroll!
Really?
Hey, Jen, what did you do?
Alright, if this isn't sub 40, I'm gonna riot.
Well, I mean, we might... Maybe there'll still be some form of a troll here that we can just cross our fingers for. Maybe the Wizrobes are so beefy we can't kill them.
I mean, the only thing that makes me laugh is they get this sub 5 red candle just to get a sub 8 wand that's totally free. You just need some bombs.
There weren't even enemies in that room. That was a trap room. So, like, you know, if I'm the runners right now, I'm both going, oh dear, this is, I can't go fast enough now.
Yeah, and I mean, like, man, finding it that early, you're going to feel great for both sides, for sure. And you're going to think, well, shoot, man, I got to go fast now.
Right,
so you're going to check this coast?
Well, okay, that's not a bad item to know where it is, and if you do end up getting a ladder before you head into 9, that's definitely something you want to pick up, just in case there's some dig dogger blocks, or you have to leave 9 to go search for, I don't know what the game maybe hasn't given us yet, the silvers or the bow.
Question in chat, they about the Triforces, they do know which ones they have, they can see it on the pause screen, that's why we know it's 5, 6, and 7. They just don't have to pick up those particular Triforces in order to complete the 8. It's also of note that those Triforces still have to be logically available, even though we have them. The game is going to think that you don't. So if you run into a situation where, like, a Gliok is blocking the entrance to a level, or the ladder is blocking an entrance to a level, you will know that you're, even with important items in 9 on, that those items will not be in 9.
So,
I'm not sure why Shatty's still in here.
Well, EXO is kind of bringing up a good point. There was a discussion in the Discord a couple of days ago, and it's happened a couple of different times, about runners talking about when they remember to actually check the Triforces that they started the game with.
Yeah, it's well, and it's not a habit that we're used to, right? We don't ever look at that. But it's definitely, and there it is. We get a check.
Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so now he's going to be breathing a sigh of relief. Okay, I don't need to go back in there. I'm good.
It's certainly something that you have to get in the habit of doing with these flags.
I still can't believe both runners have the wand and the red candle before 10 minutes into this seed.
What? It's just so sad because now the red candle is completely worthless.
I know the game's like, here, I'm going to let you have this, but then I'm going to make it worth nothing. It's all right. I'm waiting for bow and silvers in 9 behind, like, the most convoluted magic staircase bomb wall combinations ever.
Wow, that shouldn't have shot him in the middle.
He was just a little bit to the right, though, I think. Because you have to be, so when you're, here's a little thing for people who are new at playing the game. If you are standing directly in the middle of those two Armos statues, the two floor statues, and I do mean directly in the middle, the floor cannot shoot you, it can't target you, but you're even a little bit off, it's gonna let you know.
Besides, we have to get the power bracelet. I guess it doesn't matter, because we can't have it blocked. I don't know. There's got to be some sort of troll left.
I'm still hoping for the magic bridge in Tunnel 9.
There's a ladder in 9 to go back out to the not the Triforce, but the item in 7, which is the bow.
Or silvers, that would work.
But then you have to take the bow into 5 to get your silver arrows.
And there has to be a ladder involved somehow, so maybe
the ladder's in 9.
Dig dogger? Yeah, there we go.
The ladder's in 9, so you have to go into 9, leave to go get your bow, go somewhere else to get your silvers.
Speaking of ladders. Alright, so Fury's got to go back to start. He got shuttered into a Chevy room with a Goma. And we can't do much with that for a couple of different reasons. He's going to probably continue digging here. It's level 8. There's 2 items and a heart. And he needs the Triforce, so this kind of makes sense. Do as much as you can. And plus it means you don't have to come back later.
Yeah, and again, what are you waiting for? I mean, usually you're like, nah, I don't want to do this. But we have a wand and a red candle, so there's nothing else to do.
Like, the enemy set has not been, we got snakes and gorillas. Like, you know, this is not terrible as far as 8s go. I'm a little bit disappointed, game.
Yeah, this has so far been one of the freest seeds I've ever seen.
Yeah, hey, next year for the standard tournament, could you roll all of my seeds, please?
You bet. Then you'll get the Dave special.
No. See, I want the nice ones. I am more than willing to bribe people with cookies.
To be fair, I'm a lot like you, where it's hot or cold.
Okay.
And when it's cold, it's cold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure our runners are not upset about this.
Shatty finds level 3.
Yep, we got a nice grape jelly kind of color here going on. We got some gels. I'm shaking in my boots.
Yeah, this is terrible. What are we gonna do with this?
Well, we're gonna throw some. I do believe those are Gyptos right behind
Looks
it.
like it.
Because they're doing the
free
little,
bomb
little
droppers.
waddle walk. Yeah. Okay, that's not terrible. And for anybody who's confused about Shatty sprites, they're all from Mario and Super Mario. The plants are the Lionels. You'll find there's 2 different colors. The little guys that you just saw now were the Gyptos. Octoroks are mushrooms, and I don't know what the gels are supposed to be in the Mario game, but that's what they look like.
Fireballs?
Maybe.
Like
And your hearts are mushrooms.
yeah, it looks like a fireball from a piranha plant or something.
Yep, Bullet Bill. Oh, look, that is remarkably free.
That's a Triforce.
And we're just gonna walk right by it because we still need the ladder item here in level 3. Goombas! Thank you, XO. Sorry. I do believe right now we're taking out a room full of spiders.
Yeah, Tektites are bullets. Makes sense. Spiders, bullets, they're the same thing. I don't know what the heck those little...
I think it's a bunny. Maybe. I want to say the little jumpy guy is the bunny.
But what's that supposed to be in Mario?
I have no idea, but that's why we have chat to help us.
Looks like a trash can gone wild.
They're telling us it's the likes, and they're from Super Mario Brother 2, apparently.
Sounds good. I will defer to the experts.
I don't know. Are we sure we want to trust chat?
I mean, maybe.
Well, chat, here's your question now. What is that ink blot? To me, it kind of looks like a squirt gun, like a really fancy one.
Hey, there's a ladder.
Yeah, HN. I feel sorry for whoever gets the next siege roll.
Yeah, it kind of works like that. You get good, 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 and then it's just bad.
I mean, it's good for us tonight. We've got a red candle for the first time all week. We've got a wand. This is amazing.
And still nothing here for Fury in this level 8. It's he's hit a lot of it and just down absolutely nothing.
Well, let's see if we can actually pick up the Triforce.
Yeah.
All right, Shatty's gonna go ahead and steal that Triforce from underneath the Gleeok in level 3. We have a call of level 3 is a guy diving into the pool from the left. I can almost see that. And a Super Soaker.
Is Fury going to go back in? He's not. He's just going to take that Triforce and bail. So quite a bit of time invested for no items.
I mean, he did get a decent amount of knowledge, though. We know that a portion of that 8 is actually blocked off by that Chevy room that he got stuck in.
That is true.
So, you know, hopefully, well, not hopefully, but, well, I don't know. Do you hope that the item's there so that you know exactly where to go when you go back? Or maybe it's just some one-off room that you didn't go into?
I just hope I never have to go back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things where you've already invested a lot of time, and going back again is... At least it's not too far from start, so getting back isn't going to take too long, but... It's one of those things where, you know, we'll see here, because I'm sure Shatty's going to be able to explore it, since he does have the ladder.
He does, and we'll have to see whether or not it comes up as a boomerang and a heart, or, you know, what we're looking at. However, it looks like Shatty might be going somewhere else.
I gotta check these 2 spots here, maybe, and head back? I don't know, we'll see.
Well, I mean, if you've still got levels 1, 2, and 4 out there undiscovered, it makes sense to not have to dig a giant 8, but you do know you need that Triforce.
Yeah, I mean, if it were 7, I'd definitely say nope. But in this case, you know, I'd probably dig it, because like we were talking about earlier, it is 2 items.
Oh, Shatty has the ladder. He hasn't seen what the ghost item is yet.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so Shatty should have his recorder here, which will be pretty useful, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he can actually go to where level 5 and level 7 are, so that can at least maybe get him around the overworld a little bit better, and also gives him access to, I mean, honestly, 2 crappy dungeons to go dive. But 5 usually, to be honest, is one of those ones that you can kind of just go into and find 6 or 7 keys, which is kind of an issue for him right now.
Yeah, it's always nice when you don't need any of the keys in 5, and you can finally just go back to 1 and give them all away.
Yeah, 1 can be, well, 1.
Hey, we got levels 2 on Fury's side.
Man, that's a pretty color.
Yeah, it's all nice and burnt sienna pumpkin-y.
I mean, we can't see anything that's on the screen because it all blends in, but it works.
Oh, I don't know. We can see like the little lines on Fury's Toony Nut Girl's hair.
And immediately segmented.
Well, that's always fun. Shatty finds the potions letter and decides that he's not going to pick it up. We have some dark nuts and a blue Lionel guarding the staircase up to vanilla level 2.
It's just going to be a pay door, right?
Ooh.
I know, it's actual money. No, you have max money!
Fair, you got up there. You got all the way up there. You might as well pick it up and, you know, not notice that you can't hold it.
I mean, I'm never going to go back there for it anyway, but still.
Oh, that's interesting. We have a dig dogger here in level 2. I think that's the first one we've seen of those, and there is a heart inside of that Gibdo.
Yeah, and one of our 2 levels, 5 or 7, I would imagine 7 is up here on Death Mountain.
Alright, Fury's gonna go ahead and clear out and find out that our floor item in level 2 is gonna be the raft.
Question is, how do you get there?
I don't know, I thought he tried bombing. Well, here we go. Yeah, you can't lob down from this room.
It's gotta be one of these rooms. Oh, there's a key door. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but the key door goes the opposite direction.
Well, it goes up, but you can either go up or down and around.
Okay, Fury finds the bomb wall and a bunch of bomb droppers here in this level 2. We know this room isn't going to drop the actual item, but maybe he's hoping for keys or bombs.
The important thing is that you tried.
And
he's gonna have to spend a key. Ugh.
Yeah, but he also helped Fury set up his next bomb force, hopefully.
Trying not to use those keys, but this level is just saying, nah, you're gonna have to do that.
Well, we might be able to get to the Triforce here. He's gonna go ahead and clear out this easy room of bats. Again, he's just hoping for, you know, a key or... Wow, thanks game. Nothing.
Keys are plus or minus 20 off of... No, 30. 40? Plus or minus 40 off the base value, I believe.
I have no idea, and it involves math, so I'm going to leave
20?
it to you.
Is it 20? Okay, yeah, it's 20, because the original is 80 and the other is 120, yeah. So they could be from 60 to 100, and then 100 to 140, I believe.
All right, Shatty is going to go back to Death Armos because he sadly died on this screen earlier, and he's going to go ahead and pick himself up a blue ring. I like this play. We saw earlier how convenient it was to find a red ring early in the game, because while you're trying to position yourself for bombing of things or killing of things in these dungeons, it was really nice to be able to take a hit or two.
Yeah, and really their biggest trouble is the overworld, unless we run into some really nasty Wizrobe dungeon here eventually, but thus far the dungeons have not been difficult, as we do find level 7. So level 5 is the one up here on Death Mountain, I believe. And it being Wizrobes, I don't know that Fury is going to spend entirely, well, too much time. Well, there's a free Triforce, but, you know, we don't need that one. It's always the free one that you don't need.
Yeah, we might need the item somewhere in here, but, you know, hey, we got a health refill.
We did see arrows there on Shatty's side at 90 rupees, so that's pretty pricey, but available with all of our money that we have on the overworld.
All right, Shatty is going to be the first of our runners to find level 4 in East Death Mountain. Oh, and is immediately greeted by a pair of landmillows who can't decide which side of the river they wish to be on. Sadly, they're not going to drop us anything, including keys.
Well, that's a wood sword location.
Yeah, thankfully the game put the red candle somewhere a lot closer to home.
Question is going to be, when will Fury find level 3?
Alright, Shatty's picking up a couple of keys here in level 4. And he's up to 71 rupees, so he's getting close to the point where he would be able to buy those arrows. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you prioritize the arrows if you've already got the red candle and the wand?
No, not in these particular seeds. Not until I hit a block. Generally speaking, if I had found those arrows earlier, I would have bought them. But obviously, when you have repeatable weapons sub 8 minutes, you don't need them.
Yeah, again, way too nice. We gotta re-roll this one. Oh, okay. So you can't bomb in from that side. I didn't remember seeing a door on the right side.
Yeah, I think it's a key door from the top, unfortunately. Not wanting to spend keys, but...
Hey, there we go. We might get lucky. Alright, now with the wand and that blue ring, it's really easy for Shatty to go ahead and take out the orange landmos. They're far less aggressive than those blues. And Fury is going to find level 3.
Alright, this will get him his ladder. And then I think we're just, missing 1 and 9?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
I would imagine Shatty will go back in here looking for the item.
Yeah, forest not very large. The enemy set hasn't been horrible. You know, might as well. And I'm going to say it kind of looks like the top of a cruise ship.
Either that or the droid battle tanks from Star Wars.
There we go. Hey, Prime Day just gave me a couple of... I just got a couple of free Star Wars games earlier.
Nice.
It's like, oh, I don't think I'll ever play these, but alright.
Sure, I'll add them to my collection of 378 games I'll never play.
Yes, exactly. Alright, now we have another potential staircase room here for Shatty.
Jade, we have the bow!
Oh, too easy.
Man.
What did you roll out of Genos? Too nice.
I mean, to be fair, we still have floating silvers, so...
We can hope. We can definitely hope.
Deep in the bowels of the Wizrobe-infested level 7.
And they have to have rolled up. Or else I'm just going to be sad.
2 bombs for the orange, 3 for the blue.
And we can't find a bomb upgrade.
Absolutely.
Alright, Fury's going to go ahead and get his ladder out of the Super Soaker that is level 3. And he should have his Triforce here in just a moment. It wasn't very hard to get to. Plus, we've got the wand and all sorts of fun things.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 26 minutes and we have 6 Triforce pieces and we need silvers. Like, man.
Bury them as far as you can, game. Alright, Fury is going to go ahead and snatch his Triforce from underneath the Gleeok in level 3 as Shatty buys wooden arrows, which might not be very good for our silvers prediction.
Yeah, I mean...
As you know, anytime you buy them, that's the next thing the game goes, oh, here, you needed these.
I mean, I don't know. The dungeons haven't been difficult. I would probably have saved it for a bomb upgrade, but you never know if you might just run into a Goma or something of that nature. And again, money is ridiculously plentiful, so it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, I want that medium secret, like, all the time.
Yeah, the only, when I worry is when that medium secret is sub 30. That's when I'm this could be bad.
Or 26, and you're just like, gee, thanks, game.
And, oh, come on.
Oh, Fred? Dude, that should be the emote for the new channel.
Yes, I like that. Just the word Fred in bright red letters with an exclamation point.
I don't know that Fred will like that, though, so I apologize in advance.
Well, it can just say Durf instead.
That could maybe work. It'd be like, the randomized version.
Yeah, that's right. Just Fred in random letters. I think that would be great.
It's okay. I'll get ready to ship cookies up to New England. All right, Chatty's gonna wander into level 2.
Where is level 1?
Maybe it's on the other raft spot. I don't think we've seen anybody check Coast Raft just yet.
Maybe that's the troll. Maybe you gotta go into 5 to get the power bracelet. To get to level 1. Silvers are deep in 7, but nobody's gonna go there.
Well, I mean, why would you? You started with the Triforce, so why dig something that is large and horrible? And
why go into 6 to get your wand in 2 rooms?
Yeah, I know, they're killing my logic here, but Shatty is going to be the first of our runners to be able to take out poor Spikey, who made very questionable choices today. Though, sadly for Shatty, he's not really guarding anything. Maybe a key?
Yeah, a key, maybe a heart container. Or nothing.
Oh, or absolutely bupkis. Alright, that's actually a heart container and a Gibdo.
Oh, that looks so weird. It
guy.
looked like the crab was being attacked by a Metroid or something.
It's alright. So Shatty's about to get the news that his, this is actually, I believe, a canoe on his sprite set, is in that shoot room, and we've got to figure out how to get in there.
Did those Zelda had cream puffs?
Ooh, now I want a cream puff. Dang it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my neighbors aren't going to be thrilled when I'm up until like 1 o'clock in the morning making cream puffs, though.
Just go give them one.
That involves talking to people. Ugh.
Just put it in front of their door so they step out on it in the morning.
We have a very large raccoon that actually hangs out on my porch occasionally and talks to the cats, so I think no.
Nice.
Yeah, it just sits against the window and stares, and I'm just like, go away. Alright, Shatty's gonna go ahead and get his canoe raft and head up in the direction of the Triforce, as Fury is also going to go ahead and pick up arrows. Now, he's seen that Goma in 8, so maybe he's just getting ready for the fact that maybe the items we need are beyond it.
Yeah, and our tracker pointing out that it seems we've hit 100% overworld other than the raft on the east and the power bracelet locations, so the troll is still alive.
Yay! There might be some shenanigans afoot. Alright, Fury is going to go ahead and do the world wrap over to pick up his recorder and head up the coast to see what's on this raft spot.
Good thing you go invulnerable on the raft. And that's not it, so we look to be power bracelet blocked, perhaps.
Yay! At least we get a little bit of trolling. Alright, Shatty should be finding, was it 3? No. 7. Sorry, Shatty's about to find 7.
Yeah, no.
He's just gonna leave. I'm done. Bye.
I love that. It's just like instant. Nope, no thanks. Bye.
Go. Alright, well, I don't need this. I'm leaving. Though, if it comes down to it, what do you choose to dig first? 8? If you're Shatty, having not seen any of 8, you dig 8, or are you gonna go into 7?
I definitely do 8. I think if I'm Fury, I do 8.
Well, yeah, because he's seen pretty much everything except for that corner we couldn't get past the ladder and Goma block.
But yeah, I mean, if you're Shatty, you got to go to 8 anyways for a Triforce. And it's got 2 items. It just seems to be the play. Level 1 is Power Bracelet blocked unless we have missed something.
Woohoo!
So finally, something that's not free.
I mean, until we just kill that Goma in we kill the Goma in 8, and the next room is the Power Bracelet.
4 was over in the northeast, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be underneath the stairs. So Fury's on his way there now. He's only a couple screens away. It's the bomb spot right before you'd go up the stairs to East Death Mountain.
Oh, okay, so the transition screen. Gotcha.
Though these guys are not being very nice and dropping Fury any bombs.
I was gonna say he was building the count, and then that
Levers happened.
You know, levers happened.
All right, so Fury should have his bow here within, the next couple of moments. It wasn't a particularly hard 4. He's got 2 keys. Now he just maybe needs a bomb drop.
Oh gosh, that Landmola just having none of it.
Yeah, that was a little bit rude, Mr. Landmola. Shatty is gonna find the blue candle all the way up in the Lost Hills.
Yay!
I mean, at least we found it. We know where it is. We might not need it, but
Yeah, the only real significant difference at this point is the blue ring for Shatty, which hasn't really made too much of a difference other than, I guess, a few overworld spots.
Well, yeah, but we really haven't seen a Wizrobe heavy dungeon yet.
Yeah, 7, and we can always hope for 9. We got to have 9 with the required blue Wizrobe rooms.
Yeah, like 3 of them in a row. I believe we promised Eat My Steel 3 of those in a row.
Well, it was Dark Nuts, but I think Wizrobes will suffice.
I mean, as long as they rolled up. Alright, Fury's gonna go ahead and get his bow here in level 4. Alright, and Shatty, he should be getting close to a full world clear as well, so he's probably also going to get the idea that, maybe I need some more items to be able to find level 1.
Yeah, this, in my opinion, is actually worse than not having your stuff early. Is when you get all the things early, and then there's the block. Then it's like, okay, well, crap. All this stuff was free, now I have to go gamble. If I pick wrong, do I lose?
And yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the game gave you far too many choices, and you don't know which one to choose. Though,
I mean,
it's always going to be the one that you don't.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I think fortunately for both of these guys, it's going to end up being the same place. They're going to go to 8. But if it's not there, do you go to 5 or 7? I think both of them are going to pick 5. So I think it's going to play along about the same. But, there could be that argument to meta gamble on going to 7 versus 5 if you feel like it might be behind.
And we got Mag's Hype for Shatty. So in this case, it is the Mag's bomb upgrade. Which, yay, Fred has fixed so that now when you pick it up, it will actually refill your bombs.
Yeah, same with the White Sword. It's a great change. And Fury uses his last bomb up here. Unfortunately, he had 0 luck with the 49 global chances that he's had. And this means he's not going to find level 9 up here, which is actually pretty important.
Yeah, especially if he ends up thinking that maybe it's also blocked under a power bracelet. Unless these guys are nice.
Could have a bomb drop on the next. There it is. Alright, so he's on 6.
Now, see, this is kind of in Shatty's favor. He's coming into level 8 with the ladder, with the bow, and with arrows. So that Chevy Goma room is not going to be as big of a deal.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get to explore that southeast section. The good news is Fury has a recorder, so he can toot right to it, and it's not going to have too many issues. I also forgot that there was a bomb shop right there anyway, so no big deal.
Oh, I don't think I remembered Shatty going in there, to be honest. I have a feeling both of our runners are about to be in level 8.
Alright, so this is, Oh, Fury hasn't been up here yet?
Oh, I guess he hadn't found level 5. Okay, so Fury's gonna go ahead and go into level 5. This kind of makes sense. It's the smaller of the dungeons you have left.
Yeah, but I feel like level 8 you have the same amount of rooms left, and you have 2 items available. That being said, the item is going to be right here, and it won't matter.
Oh,
God,
man.
game.
What
Come on.
did you do? Alright, we need the Triforce to be, like, in some room in 7 that neither of them can find because we can't get a map.
You mean the power bracelet?
Yeah, that thing. Whatever is
Wand, free, 2 rooms in. Silvers, free, 1 room in. Bow, free, 4 rooms in.
Silvers. Okay, here you go. Have them. Now Fury's gonna go ahead and he's gonna head right back into 8. So now we have both runners in 8. Looking for the remaining items. Now from Shatty's point of view, I don't know if you are necessarily going to stay in here after you find one of the first items or if you're just gonna leave.
I mean, it's this or go to 7. You got a map here, and you only have maybe 20 rooms left. I'm digging both items.
I mean, if you're Shatty, you still have 5 as well. And as we just saw, he's going to need to go back there.
Oh, well, yeah. For Shatty, perhaps, yes. I'm thinking on the side of Fury. I think you full clear this 8, hoping that the power bracelet's in here, and you don't have to go to 7.
I mean, we would hope he'd have to go to 7 and have horrible, evil things happen, or else you rolled the nicest cream puff of a seed that I've seen in a very long time.
It's not sub 40, though, so it's not valid.
Okay, let's re-roll it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you get to tell the runners.
Yeah, I mean, Fury's in go mode other than the power bracelet, so it's, you know, once he does find one, he doesn't even have to deal with looking for items, which, I don't know, if I'm him and one's small enough, I probably am. I'll take a book, I'll take an 80 key, I'll take a red ring, like, I'll take the white sword bomb upgrade. There's all good items left on the table, other than the boomerang.
Alright, here is the Chevy Block Goma room. Now, we know this isn't going to be an item, but this is kind of blocking off that lower portion of 8 that we couldn't see before. Well, that's very kind. The game gives him some extra arrows and a bombs.
Yeah.
Game, stop being nice. Alright, we have what is potentially an item. I think it's got to be an item staircase at this point.
Did we ever see a transport? I don't know that we ever saw a transport either. It's not,
yeah, well,
there it is.
You know.
On Shatty's side, yeah. So Shatty finds the power bracelet. Fury finds nothing.
Yeah. It's okay. He's headed in the right direction, and this could be the second item here in level 8. Which, let's face it, if it's the any key, the red ring, it's pretty good.
That's actually really bad for Shatty, honestly. And there's the red ring for Fury, which is great.
Yep. To be fair, though, Shatty does have that blue ring and a ton of hearts. Though it does mean that Shatty is going to keep looking, so hopefully there's a path from, you know, the one side to the other.
Yeah, I mean, Shatty's likely to find the red ring. The real issue now is that, well, he has access to level 1, so level 5 is a distant memory at this point.
Yeah, you don't really have... If you've got level 1 and the 2 items on the floor, you're going to probably stay in there and dig that before thinking, hey, let's go to this level I already have the Triforce from.
Oh, there's bomb.
Hey!
The rich get richer. Ooh, 5.
Ooh, wow, that's nice. That's actually the nicest bomb upgrade I've seen in a while.
Oh, man, if Fury's going to get bailed out by this staircase, too, because this will take him up by the other item.
Alright, Shatty is headed in the direction of the red ring and the Triforce. He's up to 7 keys.
I totally lied. That is nowhere near the other item.
Oh, here, have a Gleeok. This is oddly enough, so if you've talked to FurySK a few times, this is his least favorite boss, and I believe this is one of his least favorite rooms to fight it in.
Well, I mean, if I was playing on a keyboard, I'd hate Gleox too. You can't bomb down here. Okay, you can. I think it's the dash column, third from the bottom, is where that other staircase was at.
Alright, Shatty's gonna go ahead and leave level 8 because he's run out of bombs. He knows he needs them to be able to get down to that bottom corner. Here he goes back in. Or instead, he's leaving. I kind of like this. You're gonna go find one. You're gonna go finish off one. It shouldn't be very large. You're gonna see if your silvers are in there, or if you really do need to dig the rest of level 8. But you've got to go get the Triforce anyway.
To say, yeah, you still need the Triforce. I don't know that I would leave without that at the very least. But it is what it is.
Shatty, go into level 5.
Right? Yeah,
It's
you've
right
got 8
there.
and 1 left. Go to 5. Just do it.
I mean, level 1 being up here might be good because, you know, maybe he'll just dip into 5 before he heads back to 8.
Yeah, but Fury should be finding his power bracelet here and gonna take off. I think it's a key to boot. Not gonna go get the key. All right, whatever.
I mean, hopefully Shatty can make quick work of this this level 1 and maybe catch up with Fury a little bit because sadly, Fury is technically in the lead right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Fury's got, I would say, a sizable lead.
I mean, I was kind of hoping for a bit of a neck-and-neck race here. I won't lie.
I mean, silvers are one room in level 5, so it's not like it's hard to even it back up.
Yes, you need to think really, really evil thoughts the next time you roll a seed.
I think if Shatty had gotten the Triforce out of it level 8, this would actually be pretty close. Except I believe, I don't know. I still think you go to level 9 in that case.
Yeah, I think Shatty would be the type to go ahead and gamble that the silvers are in 9 at that point. Instead of potentially digging 7 and 5.
That is a trash can spazzing out. There is the Triforce. There is a map.
Level 1 is a water faucet on the side of your house.
Yeah, and there's a recorder block something.
I'm gonna say it's a nothing. Wow, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it was the magical banana, but you know.
I'm Fury gonna go to all the wrong spots first.
I mean, it's giving Shatty a chance to catch up, so.
Oh, why, CD?
Because it has to be something he's just gonna really quickly run away from. I mean, if we want the neck and neck race going into level 9, we need this to be like the next 2 rooms. We've got the next item, which is trash or at any key, and a Triforce, and then Shatty can get out of here and get back to where he needs to be.
He needed that to be like the book or something, because technically I think Fury's gonna run into that Triforce first, and I don't think he digs items out of 1.
I don't think he has any reason to dig anything out of level 1. I mean, he's got 5 keys now. He's about to enter level 1. He's going to hit the Triforce in like 3 rooms, and he's going to be added to 9.
I mean, there is the possibility of a book, which would be nice, but man, I don't want to deal with the Wandfire personally.
I mean, you got Red Ring. It's not like it should kill you.
Yeah, it's just annoying because you're going to get Patras.
All right, Fury's making quick work of these pancakes here in level 1.
I like the switch over to silvers here, do 4 damage.
Yeah, he's got the money. He might as well, and he was able to buy that bomb upgrade. So that's really good money management from Fury.
Yeah, not buying the blue ring ended up kind of paying off in that aspect.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Shatty couldn't have known that the red ring was just going to be, you know, sitting there somewhere if we could get to it on the way to the Triforce in level 8.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't free by any means. And yeah, he's just not even going to look for an item.
All right, come on, level 1. Let's maybe make this the any key, just so it kind of gives a little bit of an advantage to Shatty. There we go. All right. I feel like I should go play the lottery.
Right.
All right, now Shatty is gonna sadly get eaten by what we know is a pancake, but what looks like a talking trash can. He's gonna pick up his Triforce and hopefully maybe dip into 5, as FurySK is the first of our runners into level 9.
I think you take that stair every time.
Well, if you're Fury and you only have 4 keys, yeah, it would make a lot of sense. I think I would have probably liked to have bombed around a little bit.
He did try bombing and it didn't let him go anywhere.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to figure out where Shatty was going. Looks like he's going back to level 8.
Proper choice considering that he doesn't have the Triforce. Speaking of Patras.
Oh, this is such a lovely room to fight this guy in, and thank goodness for the red ring.
Though to be fair, I think he only took 1 hit.
Yeah, it was really nicely done. Though I'm a little disappointed that the door opened. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Zelda. Alright, so Shatty is headed in the general direction of the second item in 8 and the Triforce, which we know he needs, but I think if you're Shatty at that point, you're going to gamble that silvers are in fact in 9.
Yeah, I think you have to.
And to be fair, it's a gamble that most of us would probably make.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that Fury stepped into level 5, but it turned out to pay off.
Well, I mean, how many other items did we get? One room? One room.
You know. The wand was 2. The red candle was 3 screens from start.
I mean, and it was only 4 hearts.
And 4 hearts,
yeah.
You know. Hard seed.
And then we got an immediate wand in the first level we found. It's making up. The game is just making up for all of those evil, horrible things that it has put us through lately.
Wow, that's a map.
That is an alligator sitting down in the paint me like one of your French girls pose.
Okay. I was gonna say Godzilla kind of pissed off, but that works too.
Okay, I kind of like that one.
Yeah, like chat's saying, keys are sort of becoming a thing for Fury here.
Okay, dolphin jumping over a wave, I can definitely see as well. Shatty's gonna go ahead and get his red ring here in level 8. He's only a couple of rooms away from that Triforce.
Man, there's a heart 9. Gonna say no. Man, yeah, one key left for Fury. That's a bit rough. So, Shatty might be able to make that any key work to his advantage. We'll see.
It's just going to depend upon, you know, how quickly he can find those 2 items in level 9. Alright, he's gonna get a very nice bomb refill and a Triforce here in level 8, and if I'm Shatty again, I'm heading to 9 right now.
Yeah, especially with the start to the seed, 51 minutes, I'm probably feeling really, really behind.
I'm trying to remember what was level 9 near that he's recording to.
I mean, 5's up on Death Mountain, but that's about... Oh, yeah, this one. Whatever this was, 3?
Oh, 4?
4? It was 4.
Alright, so if I'm looking at level 9, I'm kind of hoping, and I don't know if Fury's been near it yet, we found a compass to tell us that Zelda's on the other side of that staircase. But I'm kind of hoping that Ganon is in that single room in the V column that's just kind of off by itself. Oh, really?
Well, you could still have your wish. It could be a magical staircase to that little Tetris shape.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Nope, there's the door. And, oh, come on!
Adagenos, what did you do? You have to think the most evil thoughts possible.
No, because I race tomorrow.
Seed. You're not rolling your own seed, though.
It doesn't matter. It permeates.
All right. Well, anyway, so FurySK is moments away from being able to go rescue his princess. So let's get some GGs in chat. All right, and FurySK finishes with a race time GG time of 53:03, and we do have the immediate forfeit from Shatty, which makes sense as he hasn't been able to find silvers yet. So hopefully both of our runners should be able to join us here momentarily.
Yeah, that was just a big one of Fury went to 5. Like, oh, man. Hey, Fury, GG.
Looks like Discord is doing Discord things.
Yeah, well, I knew it was coming. I just had to switch over real quick. Thanks.
Okay, GG. That was one heck of a race.
Yeah, I'm gonna presume I got really lucky early to get a lead and then kind of held it or something like that.
Well,
welcome and GG to Shatty as well.
yeah, GG.
Hey,
So,
GGs.
you both had red candle at 5 minutes. You both had wand at 7 minutes, 45 seconds.
Ah, so it's not exactly how I thought it went then.
No, the main difference in this is that you had the Triforce out of level 8 from the first time you went in there. And then you, for some reason, and we're going to ask about that, why did you decide to go into level 5?
Level 5 happened after I full clear the overworld and new level 1 was blocked. I had nothing left.
Because that was, in this race, that was kind of like one of the big differences is that you already had the silvers. So you didn't have to finish digging level 1. Shatty had to leave level 8 for bombs. And that took just a little bit longer, or it would have been a lot closer race. Well, I mean, if silvers were at 9.
Yeah, I went into 5 looking for Power Bracelet. I was happy enough to find what I found in there, but that also meant I had to go back to either 7 or 8. 8 I had a map, 7 I didn't, so that kind of made that decision.
Yeah, Shetty, in case you were wondering, the silvers were one room into level 5, just like everything else in the seed.
So you're saying it was a good idea to forfeit?
I mean, we could have seen what was in level 7 if you hadn't.
The scenic route of 9.
Well,
I mean, 9 is the correct choice 100% of the time.
Until it's not.
I was going to say, I've pretty much scenic toured the 9, only to find out that Ganon and Zelda were pretty much side by side.
Yeah, we've been telling HN that for the next seed he rolls for the tournament, and he's got to really like channel his inner evil mojo or something.
I mean, to be fair, Dave again said I can never roll for him again.
Well, I mean, maybe Dave just reverse cursed you or something.
Used it all up in the first seed, is what happened.
Yeah, but did you see the first seed?
No, I was busy cheerleading in one of the Discord channels.
It was spoilers, sorry, it was remarkably free.
The red candle was power bracelet blocked, but the bow was free under the Armos, and you could get to the wand in 4 rooms in level 3. They just didn't get to it till like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to the BMOS that shot me in between the two of them. That was pretty nice of them. Shout out to the Goma and 7 that trapped me and told me that I had to get the Triforce if I wanted to leave in full health. And shoutouts to the Landmola and 4 that decided to wait until the moment I got impatient on the ladder clip and kill me.
Yeah, that was pretty amusing.
I think I talked about all 3 of those things.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Yep, I remember all of them. All of the trolls and shenanigans. I know why the BMOS hit me, but it still annoyed me.
I mean, you were just the tiniest fraction not in the middle. Like, barely not in the middle. It's okay though. But yeah, so is it wrong that I'm kind of looking forward to maybe we can engineer a rematch in the brackets?
I mean, it's already rolled me and Shetty twice in 2 tournaments, and I think we've rolled, 3 different times now in tournaments, if you include, like, the 2019 fall one.
Because I mean, I remember just watching the start of the race, and I'm going, this is so weird that this is a week 1 matchup.
I feel like the whole tournament's kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of.
A stacked feel.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a really entertaining week. So yay for us.
Yeah, and Shatty, you didn't play bad at all. It's just, man, Fury's like, oh hey, silvers, and that was kind of it. That's really all there was to it.
Yeah, that's kind of how these swordless seeds go. A little bit more than regular. I feel like if you find a good item early, it's a huge benefit.
I mean, I guess question to you both, like, so you find, first of all, your red candle was 4 hearts, and it's like, oh, all right, and then you find a wand 2 minutes later, like, I don't know what that's like, but I assume it's just like, you're thinking like, man, I can really fly here, and if my opponent didn't do this, man, I've got an advantage. And then I was kind of talking about like, okay, so all of a sudden you got to get the power bracelet, what's that feeling when it's, do you feel behind when all of a sudden you have to go figure out where that one item is in order to get to your last dungeon, or what's the thoughts?
I guess from my vantage point, I feel like if you get that wand out of a dungeon that already has a Triforce, specifically when it's like mid-level at minimum and maybe even high compared to 1 through 5 at least, you feel pretty good. So I don't know that you ever feel really like you're in deep trouble until someone .duns at that point, or until you've literally cleared everything else. But I never felt like I could be terribly behind Shatty if I got the wand that early.
Yeah, I mean, I felt great. I got the wand. I think I got the ladder next. I got the bow. I did 8 last, and I got the bracelet first time through, so I knew I already needed it. I was like, this is wonderful. And then I look over, and you're done.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I could have made up a ton of time, too, outside of kind of just getting the silvers taken care of, but I had already gotten wood arrows, so it was just fortune to clear into those, I suppose. I don't know, just didn't feel like I made too many mistakes. Kind of the story of me and you racing these last 2 tournaments. I think my lowest time in the last tournament was against you, and it's going to be kind of hard to beat 53 minutes.
Well, knock it off, will ya?
Yeah, no, it's just bad luck for it. I don't know why it happens against you. If I could get this against J Smash or Sighttown as well, that'd be nice. But
right.
I don't know, man. I guess it is what it is.
Well, it's always a pleasure, and thank you so much, HN, CD, the whole crew. I'm looking forward to 5 more weeks of misery and see what goes on from there.
It's all right. You'll get Saver or Therawolf next week. It's no big deal.
Right. The wheel.
I mean,
oh man.
and it's totally got to be followed up by Dave.
Yeah, the wheel is a cruel mistress for sure.
I mean, but hey, I from the viewer side, I am totally looking forward to some really amazing sword lists that I thankfully don't have to play.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of it tomorrow, too.
Yeah, indeed, a lot. There's 5 games tomorrow, starting at, 8 o'clock Eastern, so catch all of those. I think we've got a race over on SpeedGaming 5 right now between Paratrooper 1 and Truant Gamer that is ongoing, so I think we're going to toss it on over to there. Good game to both of you. It was a great race.
Yep.
Yeah, it really was. It was well done from both of you.
Just a quick note, I think it may have gotten promoted, so it may have gone all the way up to 1 or Prime.
Either way, I'm sure that we'll get transferred over there via raid. So again, thank you to CD for
doing comments with me tonight. It's always fun. Thank you to Kairos in the background doing our tracking, keeping us on track because I don't know where anything's at. And yeah, take us out, CD.
Well, I mean, just echoing what you said, let's look forward to some really, really amazing Zelda in the next couple of weeks, and have a great night.